my Starlink Mini setup just got a whole lot better. PeakDo, the people that make these integrated batteries for your Starlink Mini, has come out with their 2nd generation model. And let me tell you, this thing is sweet. It builds upon the 1st generation unit that was totally epic, and now makes it even better. You can pick up, take it with you anywhere, and get multiples of hours of runtime off the battery power, or very easily add solar into the mix as well. Haha, look at this. And in this little box here, got 2 items. We've got this interesting cord right here, and then we've got this cord, which is the power cord to the Starlink Mini. So right here, there's a little barrel port right down in there, and that is your output power for your Starlink Mini. And it comes with this tape that just gives you a warning saying that it is output only. Do not connect your charger to it. Here in the middle is, for you to like attach a tripod or something. Looks like we've got a little door right here. It appears that that is a connection for this unique cable, and it's just got a very strong magnet to hold that in place. Then up here behind this little door, they've now upgraded it. Before, the old one just had a USB-C bidirectional port, and now, check that out, they've got a barrel input. So you can charge this now with the cable and the power brick that came with the Starlink Mini. So now you can do true pass-through with this, and this could act as like a UPS for your Starlink, which is sweet. Let's take a look at some of these specs. We've got a 99 watt-hour battery capacity. DC input range is 12 to 30 volts with a max of 75 watts. And then it outputs 15 to 21 volts, 65 watts max. And then the USB-C is still bidirectional. We have input and output. We can input up to 65 watts, and we can output up to 65 watts. I just want to see for fun if I can charge through this. So I've got this power station. It's got a 12 volt barrel style outlet right back here. And I'm just going to see if by chance this charges and turns itself on. There we go. And booted right up. So it's shipped at 31% state of charge. You might be able to see over here that we're putting in about 49 watts to this unit. I really like that. That's a pretty cool charging port. So now I have the OEM power brick plugged into AC power, and let's just try plugging it in here and seeing what we get. Okay, there we go. Plugged in, recognizes it, and it's starting to charge. Let's see how high it goes. So very interesting. That is producing an input of only 27, 28-ish watts. So the other charger port was significantly faster. Just for fun, this is a long cable. Let me try plugging it in to that 12 volt outlet instead of this brick here, and just see if that is any different. So now I just have it plugged into one of those 12 volt outlets, right? And still just going in through this normal port right here, and that's even slower at this point, 13.5 watts instead of 27. Let's try something else. So before I had this adapter hooked up to a little short cable, now I've got this long cable, still hooked up to the 12 volt outlet. Let's see if we still get 50. I'm guessing there's going to be voltage drop in this cable, so I'm guessing we're going to get less than 50 this time. Plug it in here. Well, already it's doing 13.5 watts. So this long cable makes a giant difference in terms of how fast it'll charge, at least at low voltages. Let's switch back now to the power brick. So I plugged the power brick back in using the OEM cord. We're still plugged in through the magnetic connection point here, and we're inputting 26.8 watts. So now I have this cable right here, which is going to one of the USB-C ports on this power station. These ports are rated to 100 watts. And then this comes over and it adapts into this connector right here that is going into the magnetic thing. That allows me to run my Starlink Mini directly off USB-C power. And you can see there, we now are pulling 39.2 watts. So that's significantly faster. So same USB-C cable coming in over here, and now we're just going straight into the barrel connector up here. And you can see that we're putting in 39.5 watts. So very similar to the input underneath here. So now I've got this white USB-C cable, and it's rated up to 65 watts. Again, we are plugged into a 100 watt power delivery port. So the cable is going to be our restriction. It's plugged in now to the bidirectional USB-C port, and we're getting exactly 64.5 watts. So that's the fastest means of charging so far. And then the second fastest means of recharging is just with this really short cable. Because if you take a look, we're putting in almost 50 watts. I take that back, actually. Second fastest way of charging is off the OEM brick for the Starlink Mini with a really short cable. Because if you take a look at this, without all the voltage drop in the OEM cable, we are putting in 58.7 watts. So let me show you my Starlink setup here and why this PeakDo battery is such a central player in this whole thing. First, I got this really nice hard case. The thing I love about it is it just keeps everything super nice. So here's generation 1 of the PeakDo battery. You can see in this case, I can keep my Starlink Mini in pristine condition. I've got this really nice silicone jacket that fits on it. Protects the back of the dish as well as the front edges right here. The nice thing is it does not cover the entire dish, and that's helpful for a couple of reasons. One, I think it actually gets a little better reception without something covering the entire face, and two, and most importantly, the snow melt feature works much better when the face is exposed versus covered. And then inside, below that, I've got space for all the cables I may need, as well as the OEM accessories and whatnot that came with the Starlink. So let's get this setup going. First, we'll just take this cord and we'll just plug it in just like that. Now, I can't tell you how many times I had people ask if I removed this rubber right here to allow the battery to slot in. And the answer is no, and it's easier with two hands. Hang on one second. So by definition, maybe it doesn't fully seat, but it's in there very, very tight, and it flushes up with my cover right here, and it's not coming off. In fact, it's on there sturdier than if it were clicking in without the case. So no, I don't recommend people cut this unless you feel the grand urge. I just slide mine on and it works. Let's just see if it's the same thing with the new generation. I'm sure it is. Again, I'm going to need two hands to brace this quick. Hang on. Yeah, guys, this second generation unit actually fits even better than the first generation one. So that is awesome to see. So the sweet thing about this setup with the PeakDo battery is now my Starlink Mini is 100% wireless, right? It has the built-in wireless router in it. So the only wire that you needed was for power. Well, this does away with it, at least for a couple of hours. One comment I got a lot of on previous videos was asking if this battery is waterproof. I don't think you can, submerge it or anything, but the vast majority of it is underneath the dish. And so what I do when I'm camping is the most vulnerable point is actually the ports right here. Maybe the power button. So what I do to mitigate that is I just make sure that I angle the dish slightly when I'm camping. And if you can see, basically the dish actually becomes kind of like a roof for the battery and makes it incredibly safe and easy to prevent any kind of rain from getting into that battery. So I've never had an issue having this in the rain. So this is my favorite way to deploy a multi-day use case of Starlink Mini on the go. So I got this really nice folding solar panel right here that I deploy. It has this little charge controller box built in, and it outputs to USB Type-C. And so that USB-C cable comes over here, plugs right into the PeakDo, and hopefully you can see that we've got in the green there 63 watts coming in and only 22 watts going out. So this solar panel is actually slightly oversized for how much power the Starlink consumes. But as you saw, it's super handy because with full sun, we can fully recharge that PeakDo power bank in no time. But then if a cloud goes over the solar panel or whatever, and our output gets reduced, that battery will still see the Starlink through, and we won't lose Starlink internet connection like you would if you were trying to run Starlink directly off the solar, which you can do, but as soon as you lose sun shining on it, you lose your internet. So just by adding that PeakDo power bank completely revolutionizes the Starlink. So my solar will usually run the Starlink the entire day while the sun is up, even if it's slightly cloudy or we have passing clouds. If it's like dark, rainy, this solar panel has a hard time keeping up with the Starlink. But then I can end the day with basically a fully topped off power bank on that PeakDo, and I can get multiples of hours into the night runtime with this. I'll go ahead and shut it down when I go to bed, and then I just simply deploy it again in the morning, and it repeats. And I do not need to carry an extra power station or anything to run my Starlink. So you starting to see the value of this PeakDo power bank yet? let's pretend that I've got this deployed and we've got, incoming shade, and I want to move the solar panel. Well, the awesome thing is I can simply pull that. The battery is going to continue running my Starlink, so I'm not going to get an interruption in service. I can go ahead and move my solar panel, and then once it gets positioned where I want it again, I simply plug it back in, and we're back up and running. So this PeakDo power bank actually works as kind of like a UPS, an uninterruptible power supply for your Starlink Mini. And now with this second generation unit, not only is it uninterruptible power supply for, say, your solar, but with this extra input right here for your OEM Starlink power cable, you have the option of plugging into shore power, AC wall power, and still get the benefit of the UPS feature. The other thing I love about this PeakDo is I can literally just take my Starlink wherever I want, right? It's fully self-contained right here. Carry it one-handed. I've got high-speed internet access in my hand, and I can take it anywhere I want. So sometimes I do live streams for like events or something like that, weddings, etc. Well, wedding ceremony rarely lasts, 4 hours or whatever. So I can easily just charge this up, throw my Starlink out there, obviously orient it correctly and whatnot. But when the happy couple wants to get married up in the tops of the mountains, or out in the big field somewhere or whatever, and I'm running 100% on battery power to run the stream, again, this battery pack has absolutely been a game changer for my Starlink. And so you can see, my Starlink is fully online, ready to go. I got to install an update, it looks like, but there's no gimmicks or anything. This legit works. So I reserve this terminology for very few things, but truly the PeakDo battery here is a game changer for your Starlink Mini. In fact, it is just part of my standard kit, as you saw here, for Starlink. But test me and see if what I say is true. Get yourselves one of these and see if it just completely transforms your lifestyle with Starlink Mini like it did mine. Now, as much as I love this battery, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There's one aspect about this that PeakDo still needs to solve for us, especially those of us who like to use iPhones or Apple products in general. If you look on the display, can you see how there's a Bluetooth icon right up there? So this actually has Bluetooth in it, and you can get a remote monitoring app. My understanding is it's much easier to get it on Android than iPhone or iOS. I don't have an Android, so I can't test that, but the iOS workaround to get this app to work stinks. And I can say that as one of PeakDo's biggest fans of this product, but they really need to get their act together on that front if they're going to have app monitoring for this. So I'm going to have links down in the description to everything. I'll just have everything down there for your convenience, because I think this is the ultimate off-grid and emergency communications package. I also have links down in the description where you can submit a guaranteed to be answered question to me, as well as an opportunity to schedule a one-on-one video consultation. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hype, the 5 free things that really benefit small YouTube channels like mine. You guys can't see the analytics, but it's amazing what doing those 5 free things can do to a video. So I really appreciate you doing that. We've always got more epic stuff coming up, so be sure and stay tuned for that. Stay safe, and we'll catch y'all next time.